Hi muckers, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing well. Today's video is going to be a bit of a different one and a bit of a different tone. I'm just coming at this from like an incredibly frustrated point of view that the H3 subreddit has been non-stop attacking me. And they can do it so much to the point where all they can do is make fun of me as a person, make fun of everything to do, call me ugly. They can come for my content. That's like the least amount of concerns. Like if you don't like my content, if you whatever, like don't like my ideas, that's on you, and I respect that. But whenever you're just starting to come at me for a person, I'm allowed to respond. And it's so deranged that these people think that they can say all this shit, and then whenever I like tweet a response, then, oh, of course he has to respond, and of course he has to respond, and it's like, do people not realize how the fucking internet works? And it's like, you have such a hierarchy about you, a lot of you, that it's so bizarre that you then are like, oh, we knew he was gonna respond, after spending like your entire night fucking harassing me on the internet. And here's the thing, this is all stemmed from, I did a tweet that says the following: I miss this show so much. And it's 4 different pictures of families. So I tweeted that, and yesterday it started an entire many posts, 5 different posts, 4 different posts on the subreddit yesterday, where it was one of the more popular posts on the subreddit that time because it kept coming up as the hot topic on Reddit, on their subreddit, because it was getting out so many responses of people just coming for me, and it's all stemming from this tweet. And they like saying that I leave out context, so let's include all of it. I tweeted this: I miss this show so damn much. Pictures of Donna and Ethan. I tweeted that I missed the family show, didn't think much of it, was just something I tweeted. So this is the first post. So someone re-uploaded it, and in their defense, they didn't say anything against me, and even if they did, like, it's just the, like, pile-on effect that they accuse other people of doing to Ethan. So it says, family's my favorite anime, just because it says, like, animations and comics under the trending page. Now, I know that my thing's very far back, it's just because I'm going to be reading a lot to you today. A little story time. So the replies to this immediate one. So I start getting backlash on this because someone re-uploads it. Someone said, literally the only reason he misses it is because Donna was a fan and would give him shoutouts, LMAO. People like him will do anything to stay relevant. He doesn't care how it affects the people who were involved. It was a very toxic environment for Ela, Ethan, and the families. So now I'm the worst in the world for bringing up families again, even though everyone does. Fuck off, Adam, you two-faced clout goblin. Adam is a clown. And then someone goes, can you explain? I'm intrigued. So when someone's asking them to explain why I'm a two-faced bitch, he's the first one to say he's a huge fan, and then the first to talk shit on Ethan with any crumb of controversy. He ain't no foot soldier, he's a narc. So the conversation immediately starts turning towards they hate me because I am the first person to shit on Ethan. Now, this is how I know that they're not clever and don't watch my content, because I got called out for not covering Ethan fairly, because I'm a self-proclaimed fan of the show. I am a fan of the H3 show. I know y'all don't look at me like that, but I have my Teddy Fresh with me on my trip right now. I am a big H3 fan. Nothing's changed about that. And so they are saying, because of the gay drama that happened, because I covered that, and we'll go on, but it says all I wanted to do was cancel him, do a smear campaign, and da-da-da-da-da. And these people were like, I used to watch his content until he did the smear campaign against Ethan, and all that screams to me is that you hold a different standard for Ethan than you do other creators. You have just admitted that you watch content in regards to the same way I covered stuff about Ethan, giving you the drama, then giving my opinions. You've watched that from I've made about different creators, but it's a problem whenever Ethan's done something and I talk about it. And here's the thing as well, if y'all have an issue with me talking about the Ethan gay drama, I really don't care. I don't care. I had every right to talk about that. I stand by my opinions. And even in my opinions, I say, Number one, I don't think Ethan Klein is homophobic at all. I stated that many times, but they refuse to acknowledge that because it wouldn't fit it wouldn't fit this that's going on right now, and this is only one of the posts. So much so that I actually spent so long getting so much criticism because I wasn't fairly covering the Ethan gay drama. People were saying I was going way too easy. So this is a two-way street here. I cover it, and I'm getting told that I'm being too biased supporting him. And then the H3 fans, because I've covered it in the slightest, then have an issue saying that all I wanted to do was say I'm a huge fan of the show, then all I want to do is shit talk Ethan. Because I made a video, like I do every other creator, about something Ethan did that was very problematic. And if you don't think it was very problematic, you literally enjoy content on the H3 Productions show that is talking about other people. So hold yourself to the same standard here. This is like, whenever I saw all this happening, I immediately knew I was going to film a video because for some reason they can't see past their own sense of they do this themselves. Okay, so anyway, so someone said, well, Donna still likes him. Maybe she sees a potential butterfly, but I see a worm. Ooh. Alright, then we go on. He's a two-faced piece of shit. I'm so glad that people are seeing his true colors. Be gone, Clyde Goblet. This guy is as two-faced as they come. He hopped on the homophobia cancel train. Ethan was around that time, so that's what the issue is here. That's why they don't like me. People are like, why don't you like him? What has he done? They're like, he tried to cancel Ethan for being homophobic. And if you actually watch my videos, that was not the case. That was not the case. And then, not this little rat. Fake foot soldier energy. Are y'all so obsessed with everyone having the idea of being up Ethan's ass? Because I can like Ethan, and I can also cover him fairly, like I do every other creator. And I would actually argue that my videos on him were way too fair. I just like Ethan, and that was the approach I took with it. I hate this Adam guy. I didn't know about him. Thank you guys for bringing all this to my attention. Never knew he was such a bad guy. Bringing this all to my attention is that a couple people are saying that I jumped on an Ethan hate train because they don't understand the concept of a drama channel. So this is the first post. Adam makes me cringe. I hate him so much. He is a little lying piece of shit. Adam is 100% here downvoting the critiques. He posts screenshots of it on Twitter, so now they believe that if anyone disagrees with them, it's me on mass accounts, because of course. And it's actually important to know, I'm actually going to get my Red Bull. It's important to note that on this, I've recently learned how Reddit works, and so if a lot of posts get downvoted, they kind of get hidden. Now, any posts on here that are downvoted are ones that are like, you guys are being a little bit dramatic, Adam isn't that bad. 20 downvotes. It's literally just them hating me. And then, so this is the first one. Adam is such a fake. Adam is so goddamn annoying. Don't know why H3 ever gave him the chance. Ah yeah, the fake fan. Okay, so someone goes, ah yeah, the fake fan who became relevant on YouTube by accusing Colleen of grooming him. Never said that. Again. Y'all love coming up with your own little stories on it. And being inappropriate by sending him lingerie that he literally begged for because he was such a big fan. And thank you to the one person who responds and goes, Colleen is still creepy for that. Just because he wanted it or was involved, and that doesn't mean you should actually do it. So now they're all throwing the Colleen thing in my face, which still to this day pisses me off whenever anyone does that, because I firmly stand by what I said on that. But here's what I'm saying. They all on this subreddit were so supportive of me whenever Ethan was talking positive about me publicly and stuff like that. And here's the thing. I still regularly talk with the H3 members behind the scenes as well. I'm sorry that your favorite YouTubers that you watch within the drama space have to remind you every 2 days that they're friends with them. And it's not even being friends with them. I wouldn't say that I'm friends with any of them, because do you understand how parasocial relationships work? I talk often to a couple of the members, and I have great conversations with them, but you wouldn't know that because I'm not a fake who has to remind you every 2 days that we have some sort of communication together, so get out of your own ass. He's such a back peddler. So now they're saying that because I tweeted I missed families, that I'm a back peddler because he tried to cancel him for being for Ethan being homophobic. So that was the first one. And now, if I also go on their subreddit, so someone was like, why are you responding? It was just one post. No, it wasn't. Yesterday, there were 4 posts about me. So, then we go on, and I want to read out the following ones. So, there was another one that was along the same line. Someone else had re-uploaded my tweet with a different context where they were like, we can get 1 a week. And they were basically agreeing with my tweet, and the replies were the exact same, that there's literally no reason to go through them as well. But one thing I will go through is that I engaged in a lot of tweets back and forth with people last night because I was so frustrated and it just fucking ruined my day with these people coming at me for no reason. So they did a tweet, and Xylee, a fellow YouTuber, messaged and said, I need you to make a video on this because I was doing so many tweets about the subreddit. And I said, oh yeah, don't worry, I'm making a video going through the H3 subreddit. So they re-upload it after their 3 or 4 subreddit posts about me yesterday and goes, oh my god, you guys, our boy Adam is making a video about us. And then, let me read you the replies. Classic case of small town boy gains momentum of being a celebrity on the internet and loses his fucking mind. It's a bit predictable and sad to watch unfold. Hope he gets it together soon rather than later because damn, what a sad life. They said all of that because they said I tried to cancel Ethan. Are we noticing how deranged these people are? Are we noticing that? So, this is what I want to show you, right? There's someone then goes on and says, they're all like, oh, he's not going to like what we're saying, and there's just so many people that are like, okay, and watch him leave out all the credible negative stuff against him. Like how he used Ethan's mum for clout. He literally used an older woman to gain a platform, someone's mother, someone who didn't even know how to properly work the internet. Did anyone else see his tweets that he would reply to of hers? So basically Donna would do a tweet and I would respond something nice. And then Donna would message me privately and we would have a pleasant conversation. Again, these people are so superficial that all they're seeing is public interactions whenever they're refusing to acknowledge that there's so much going on behind the scenes where I'm having lovely conversations with these people. But this is them now when someone goes, what happened to Adam? Why don't we like him? They're saying, because I'm leaving out the credible information. Number 1, I tried to cancel Ethan for homophobia. And number 2, I used an older woman to gain a platform who is Donna Clyde. However, if you think about it, and I have no problem saying this, I love Donna. Donna gave equal shoutouts to me as she did other drama channels. Why are they not saying that about Dennis? Deaf Noodles, y'all not gonna say that? Because that goes against your point, doesn't it? Because you could also argue that if Donna was, giving me all these shoutouts and I was using her to get a platform, why aren't you saying that about Dennis? Or Repsion, was that the other one Donna shouted out? Yeah, because you're not, because it doesn't fit your narrative. So there you go, guys. I'm going to predict Adam is going to have a massive downfall pretty soon, and it'll all because of his immaturity. He literally just began getting on a platform, and how many people were his friends in the beginning that he's already shat on? These people genuinely believe that Trisha Paytas, Ethan Klein, Tana Mojo and stuff are my friends, that me making videos on them is me shitting on them and leaving them in the dark. These people are deranged. This is literally chronically online. These people are chronically online, and I'm not saying that this is just like all H3 people, because I know it's not, but these people on here are so chronically online. So basically, there you go. They're saying I'm leaving out context. I read your entire little bullshit paragraph. They say that I canceled him for homophobia, and I used Donna. There we go, guys. Let's include the entire context. So then they go, he's not going to like what we're saying about him on here, and then a bunch of snake emojis. No. And then stop making it a point being like, oh, he's going to respond. Yeah, because you're just straight out lying. Alright, okay. So, someone said, yeah, this place is a goldmine for people looking to paint H3 fans in a negative light. This will get downvoted, but we all know it's true. And then someone responds and says, I like the podcast, but good lord, the H3 fan base is one of the most annoying fan bases on the internet. It's crazy. I don't think that, because I know that this is not the H3 audience. The H3 audience are the genuinely sweet, the people who allow people to have opinions, like Ethan. I completely disagree that I don't think this shows the H3 fans up in any way. I just think this is a bunch of really awful people. Really awful, chronically online people. But that's a good point where it's like, look how easy it is for people to paint the fan base in a bad light whenever all you're doing right here is harassing Adam, and then whenever you're asked for a reason, your reasons make no sense. I wonder what they're going to do whenever I've included full context in this video. So, Clyde Goblin, he's a snake, hate him so much, ugly piece of shit, he's so annoying, Adam, you're a cunt, God, I hate this guy so much, wish he would drop off, like, wow, you guys are blowing me away with the kindness today as well. So, a lot of people are doubling down on the claims that I need to be cancelled because I used Donna. That's another 2 paragraphs. By the way, it's interesting, like, how many people are, like, so chronically online, including Ela Kleiner, that's not actually Ela Klein, who literally has responded to probably every single message, and I want to directly address you and say, please get some sort of hobby. The fact you're able to respond to every single message on here is so depressing, and please just do, oh my god, you're literally, like, one of the main people. Alright, anyway, God, hate him so much, anything for that H3 clout. So, here's the thing, someone says, he's a good lad, good inputs, but complains that fans criticize him when he makes videos is part of the job you make. I really disagree. I've made videos about a lot of creators and none of their audiences have treated me the way H3 does. And what makes it even worse is that I am a fan of H3. They so badly don't want me to be a fan of H3 that they're willing to start all this shit. So, I completely disagree with your point that I can't take criticism on my videos because I can happily do it with any other creator that I make and any other creator's audience come at me and I'm able to listen to them and talk to them. It's only a big chunk of this audience that are not giving me criticisms. Do you think the things that, if you're telling me the things I just read out are criticisms? Come on now. Like, let's not act dumb. How is any of the threads that I have just read out criticism? And you're like, oh, he won't be able to respond to criticism. That's why he's making this video. What? Oh my god. So anyway, this guy sucks ass. Really hate him. God, he's the worst. Ugly too. You guys, this is so sweet. Okay, so I really don't want to go through anymore because it is putting me in a bad mood and internet stuff really doesn't. But these people are just flat out lying and then just doubling down on it. They're like, oh, he's not a H3 fan. And I'm like, hello! Like me and my fucking Teddy Fred, like, hello! And they're like, oh no, he's not a H3 fan. Oh, all he wanted to do was cancel Ethan. But we're willing to enjoy all of his videos calling out other creators. But when Ethan does something, he's not allowed to talk about it. Even though he was so delayed in posting the video anyway because he's a fan of Ethan and was uncomfortable to make it and said that in his video, then they're straight up lying, saying that I was calling him literally like verbatim, like being like Ethan Klein is homophobic, which I never said. So their main points are like flat out fabricated lies anyway. And then the people being like, can we give context? Like, why don't we like him? He tried to cancel Ethan for the homophobic thing, allegedly, and he used Donna for clout. See how they have, like, they never even considered either of those things a scenario until they just decided it, and then they all just piled on with it. And my mentions on Twitter, my Instagram DMs, my YouTube comments on this Reddit thread have been filled with people like this who have just literally been sending me, for the past 24 hours, non-stop harassment. I literally had to stop checking my Twitter last night because it was all they're doing. And then my audience are responding and being like, can you give context why you don't like him? And they're all just like, oh, he's a Clyde Goblin. Like, if you're not even gonna give valid criticisms of me, don't say I can't take criticisms, or just like don't straight up lie about me whenever you're accusing me of lying about Ethan from starting the homophobic hate train, which is bullshit anyway. I just wish that these people could hear what they sound like from an outsider's point of view, who are, I understand it, there are people posting anonymously and they don't have their, like, face in it if they can say something bad and it doesn't get shown up or whatever, but I think they take that to their advantage of, like, acting dumb. They were just being so hateful all day yesterday, and even today in that newest post, because of those two things, which aren't even true. So do you understand how frustrating this is whenever I'm getting criticism and then they're trying to expose me and then people are asking them for context and they're giving things that aren't even real or make sense? Like, what is wrong with you? Literally, what is wrong with you? My final thing, he started the homophobic hate train. No. I made videos on the topic because that's what I do, and I gave my opinion on it, and I actually probably went way too easy on him because I'm a fan of him. Number two, sorry, using Donna for clout, apparently. You're very weird for that. You're insinuating that just because that's Ethan's mum, she can't have any pleasant conversations with people without either her or them looking for some sort of outcome of it. Most of my conversations with Donna Clyde are not public. So what are you going to do with that? And also, why aren't you calling Dennis out, Deaf Niddles? Why aren't you calling the other drama channels out, who were also included in that family's era? And keep in mind, y'all, this is how frustrated I am. This backlash has literally started from me tweeting a positive tweet about H3 yesterday, that I missed the family's show. So I'm not even going to take them being like, he just can't accept criticism. Where's that coming from? I really wanted to make this video, y'all, because I'm on my trip now and I wanted to sit down and film a drama video, and I really just can't shake wanting to talk about this because yesterday was just so loud because of it, and it's just so mean. And I understand that this is not all H3 fans. I completely get that. I know there were so many of you that were tweeting me being like, you met me at the Teddy Fresh pop-up and like we had a really good time, and my coverage of Ethan has been way more than fair, and that they're just lying, and that I completely get it. And please don't take this as like generalizing that this is H3 fans, because it's not. It really isn't. As one, it's not. But their subreddit is so beyond toxic, and they do this to just the creator of the day. It's so bizarre to me that I can literally talk privately to people who work on H3 daily, and their fans are just being like, oh, he'll only ever do things publicly with them because he wants to get attention or get something out of it. For the last time, most of my communications with these people that are still happening even this week, yesterday with some of them, are all happening behind the scenes. Because I don't feel the need to publicize everything, because doesn't that fit into your narrative of using them for clout, using them for gain? It's so frustrating, muckers, and I really just want to know your opinion of it, because I just have been reading so much negativity against me, and none of it's backed up. What's the reason? And then they don't give any. Okay, I'm putting this clip in after I've already edited and filmed this video, but I was talking to a couple of my friends about this, and one of them sent me a comment that I really want to read out. So, this is from the subreddit, and it says, I agree with you. Yeah, I'm reading every comment on here to get a sense of what he actually did that was so wrong. I never watch T channels and barely watch internet commentary outside of H3. The worst of these are maybe drawing out the power bottom, the Ethan drama, criticism maybe too long, being too competitive with Rich Lux for a useless Steamy award, which by the way, me and Rich are friends now. I'm literally seeing Rich in like a few days in LA. A few misguided tweets, all quite immature things, but nothing that deserves hate and what you guys are doing on here. So thank you to the person on H3 who's saying this to them. He's not even 20. Yeah, I'm 19. My guess, he's a femme twink-ish gay guy, and it's a lot easier to dislike someone like that. People would never admit it publicly, but I think that that's what's going on here. There's definitely a lot of subtle homophobia going on here. Like he fits too neatly into a stereotypical catty gay mean girl bitch archetype. Not to say that there aren't valid reasons to dislike any creators, but it's not equivalent for Adam than what he's getting on here. And I really appreciated that, and I really wanted to add that in. So, do with that what you will. I just wanted to include it, so. It's just super frustrating, but I love you, and thank you for watching this video, and please let me know your opinion. Well, there you go. I can't wait for them to re-upload this and be like, oh, he's just mad, and Go for it. Go for it, because this is my like, last time addressing it, because, like, y'all are so fucking evil.